Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. I am Martina Lily, and today we're going to do a part 2 of makeup that I cannot currently stop using. I did a part 1 to this the other day, so I'll link that down below for you guys if you haven't seen it. And I asked in that video if you wanted to see a part 2 because this is really just a lot of new makeup products that I've brought into my collection this year so far, and I'm just absolutely loving, like I'm constantly reaching for it. And so I asked you guys if you wanted to see a part 2 because it didn't include all of the products, and you guys said yes, so here we are. So hopefully that sounds interesting to you guys. If it does, go ahead and do the YouTubey things like subscribe, hit that notification bell, and let's get started. You guys are zoomed in nice and close, 4K, no filters. Everything that I use on my face today will be linked down below in the description box. They are affiliate links, so if you shop through them, thank you so much. Okay, you know I'm obsessed with the Sigma eye primer lately. Just obsessed. I can't stop using it. It's really so good. And I know I say it all the time, every time I use it and say I'm obsessed with it, I'm like, I know it's Robert Welsh's favorite, and I agree, it's really, really good. I may even be starting to like it more than my Rare Beauty eye primer, to be honest, and we all know that it has been my absolute holy grail, but there's something about this and the way that it grips to eyeshadow and extends the wear time. I just love it. Also, please excuse my nails if you happen to catch a glimpse of them. They need serious rehab right now, and I just haven't had time to do them. It was do makeup or nails, and I chose makeup. The palettes we're going to use today is, I know this isn't a new palette, but look at it. I use it honestly every day pretty much. So, you know, we're going to use that because I wanted to use it in conjunction with the Glaminatrix Glimmering Creatures Volume 3 bundle specifically. So the Volume 3 bundle is one of their new releases, and it is chef's kiss. I freaking love it so much. So much. Like, oh, I think it's I don't want to say it's necessarily my favorite bundle, but I do think it might be my favorite bundle. But then, to be honest, with the bundles, I'd actually mix and match to create like my perfect ideal one just based on my preferences. But yeah, but the formula is insane. It's insane. I will start with a Danessa Myricks Cross My Kit Co MY19 because she designed these to work with these shadows. So I'm going to go in with Chiseled. Yeah, I think I'm using more cool tone shadow today. So yeah, let's start with Chiseled. I'm well aware that you either love or hate these Danessa palettes. If you are not new here, do I even need to go on my rant about my love affair with these Danessa Myricks Groundwork palettes? I also have Blooming Romance, and I equally love that. And I can't wait to see more color stories with this formula. I'm obsessed with the pomade formula in particular. I'm going to need her to come out with singles soon because I'm going to need to replace a couple of them within my collection. So I'm just kind of softly working it through the crease. I am working today, and I have about 6 hours of back-to-back meetings to do. So that's what I'm doing my makeup for today. I'm also just going to dip straight into the matte powder with the same brush. You can combine these formulas really easily together with the same brushes and that. Like the pomade formula doesn't impact the brush or anything. I'm just going to set that today. I think last time I filmed this, I can't remember, yeah, I think it was, I was talking about all the new releases that I was excited about coming up and stuff, and one of them was the Haus Labs Cream Blush Sticks. Which I thought they were getting released on the 23rd, but I don't know, they must have had a production issue or something because it seems like they got pushed back to the 30th of May, which in my time is actually today, I think, or tomorrow. Anyway, I was going to pick them up. Maybe I still will pick one up. I'm not sure though, because I watched Sophia C's Beauty's review. She does awesome reviews, by the way. If you haven't caught her channel before, I'll try and remember to link her down below. I saw her review, and I'm not sure if they're going to be a formula for me. They look a little sheer. I didn't think the Pat McGrath Labs cream blush formula would work for me either. And initially I was a bit meh on it, but then I've really come to be obsessed with it. So maybe it's the same. So I don't know. This is a Wayne Goss E3. This is his natural hair, not his newer synthetic ones. And I'm just going to go into a little touch. I'm going to mix Bark, the pomade, with this one, Stone. I don't want it to be so deep. So I'm just going to mix them together. I don't mind these Wayne Goss eye brushes. I have this one, E3, and I've got the smaller version, which is the exact same shape. I like how pointed it is, so I like it for the shape specifically. I didn't pick up his synthetic ones though. I picked up the My Kit Co Cross Danessa Myricks ones instead. I also got a heap of new Danessa products in that I'm gonna start testing and stuff as well, because I want to do a brand review for her. I think I was talking about this the other day. Who knows? This is just the original blending brush with no colour on it. I'm just gonna fluff this through a little bit here. I'm gonna leave that there for now, and if we want to go deeper afterwards we can. With the shadows, I'm going to take my Pat Intensify stick. Naturally, highly recommend using some kind of a glitter glue or something. With these Glaminatrix ones, they are a little bit, well, they're not like, yeah, they're a little bit glitter fallouty, if you will, in the sense that like they're just super magical, so you just want it to like adhere to the lid. But once you put them on the lids, if you use like a glitter glue or even some concealer or something to tack them onto, it's not going to fall on your face or anything. I'm gonna take my Sonia G Builder Pro, and we're going into this specific shade from bundle 3, which is Komodo. Let me zoom on in. Oh, it is delightful. You can also get these as singles, I'm pretty sure. I'll have it linked down below. Let me do a little swatchy swatch for you. Look at that. Camera's not going to do it justice, trust me. I have a full review of these where I've done like proper in-depth swatches and everything. I will try my hardest to link it down below, but let's be real, every time I say that I usually forget. But I do have a full in-depth review of this Glimmering Creatures bundle and their other new quads, and I did in-depth swatches of them, and then I did a look using this. So I'm just going to pick this up with my Sonia G Builder Pro today, and they're just amazing. So yeah, they'll be linked down below, and you can use the code MartinaLily for 10% off. The code isn't affiliated, but the link is, so you know, no pressure if you don't want to shop through my link, that's fine, but still use the code to get some discounts. I don't make money off that. If that's your concern, that's fine. Let's pop that in here. Oh gosh, I love this shadow so much. Oh yep, I just love it. If you want it to be not as like intense or pigmented, you could just lightly tap it on with your finger and not pick up as much product. Look at how special that is, you guys. You just need to stop it. It's stunning. So you can see with the intensifiers, I really have hardly any glitter fall out at all, just a little bit, which is fine. And then I'm just going to be a little bit extra and put some of this over the top as well. I can't help myself. This is the shade Iguana. So I'll swatch it for you. Same bundle. I don't know if you can see that well. Sorry, my lighting might be too bright. Oh yeah. I just want to bathe in them from head to toe, truly. They're stunning. So just the same brush. I'm just going to pick up a teeny tiny bit and just lightly tap it just to add a little dimension. You can obviously skip this or whatever, but I can't help myself. See just a little. You probably can't even tell the difference on camera, but I can in person. This is the Wayne Goss E2, so it's the small version of the E3 right here. There you go. And I'm just going back into a mixture of Bark and Stone, the pomades, and I'll just marry the outer corner here. And then what I'm going to do is take a really small amount of the mattes of those two shades, just a small amount, and just set that a little bit. You don't have to set them, but sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I'm also going to do the teeniest, tiniest little baby wing with my Lisa Aldridge liquid eyeliner, which this is such a good eyeliner. So I'm not going to talk through this because I suck at wings, you guys, I really do. It takes a lot for me to do them. I'm gonna leave that there, and then I'm gonna go into the black, actually I'm just gonna go back into the black eyeshadow, the matte. On a little rougher 23, it's just a teeny tiny little pencil brush. I'm actually going to like smudge this, and that's hopefully gonna fix the fact that I did a terrible job. I didn't also mean to go this glam, but happens every time. It probably looks messy right now, don't worry, it is going to come together. We will fix it. Let's move into primer. Now this is the Milk Makeup Cloud Glow Primer, and I cannot get enough of this. I think it is so good. It is like it's very cooling and refreshing on the skin. It adds a nice subtle glow without adding any form of texture or adding any oiliness, at least to my skin. I have combination skin if you are new here, and because it's a foam, when you put it on, it just melts instantly into the skin in this really refreshing kind of way. It just feels like you've almost just washed your face. It's really nice. And just, yeah, so lightweight, but yeah, it makes my foundation, whenever I wear this primer, it really does make my foundation just look so lovely throughout the whole day. I really enjoy it, and also has turmeric in it, and I think that helps my sensitive little skin, so that's also a bonus. And then, you know, I'm obsessed with the Danessa Myricks Blurring Balm at the moment. I've really rekindled my intense love affair with this stuff through the T-zone for my combination skin. I used a new sunscreen the other day, and I looked at the ingredients and I thought it was going to be okay, and I wore it, and no, I like broke out like all through here, and it's the only new product that I used that day, so I was like, ugh, dang it, sunscreen is just so hard for my skin type, I find. Nothing unusual with my Tarte color corrector, my green. For under eye color corrector, this is incredibly extra, and you do not need to go out and purchase one of these products in particular, okay? But if you want to know what I can't stop using for under eye corrector as well, it's these two mixed together. They're my faves. So this one is the Sisley Phyto-Cernes Éclat concealer, or eye concealer. Yeah, eye concealer in the shade 1, but it's more of a color corrector shade for me. As a concealer, it's just too deep, and it is the lightest shade, and I've tried it a few different ways. It just doesn't work. But I also just don't actually like it as a concealer formula itself, but as an under eye corrector, I really enjoy it. I think because of the way that it melts into the skin and everything, it really melts in seamlessly, doesn't impact the concealers that I put on top of it, and then it has this peachy, pinky kind of undertone, so it corrects really quite well. Still just a touch too deep. So whenever I have color correctors for me that are just a touch too deep, especially on the peach side, this Rare Beauty Brightener wand, oh, so good. It also adds this gorgeous level of like hydration to, oh my gosh, I forgot to use my Refi Balm. Just so you know, this is my favorite product I've probably tried this year. This Refi Under Eye Balm, and I forgot to put it on. I'm bummed. Anyway, yeah. These two mixed together are like pure perfection for me. But the Sisley one I recognize is like completely so expensive that like, unless you want it as a concealer or you really want it as that color corrector, you know, I personally wouldn't recommend running out and buying it. I like it and I love enjoying it. I love using it, and I can't stop using it as my under eye corrector, but I'm not going to repurchase it either. But if you want to know, and like maybe the cost of it isn't a factor for you, if you really want to know what my fave concoction is at the moment for under eyes, even over the Bobbi Brown one, it's this. This is my favorite under eye color correcting combo right now. A foundation that hasn't really had a lot of love on the channel lately just because I've been testing so many new foundations, but this one, this Sisley Phyto-Teint Perfection foundation that they released this year in Zero and Dawn is chef's kiss to me. I love it. It is more of a matte finish, more full coverage, especially than the foundations I've been using lately on my kind of videos, but oh, it just wears beautifully, especially if you have combo oily skin. If you have dry skin, you'll be able to use this, but you'll just want to make sure that you're like hydrating more than normal. But you know, dry skin, if you're like hydrating your base quite incredibly, most of the time you can really make anything work for you. But look at it. Look how quickly that blended out. Look how flawless it makes my skin. Definitely a solid medium to full coverage. You can make this full coverage for sure. So it's not the, like in the last video I did on this, I used the Ilia stick, which was more of like a light. You could make it a medium coverage. This is a full coverage that you can, if you wanted to make it a light coverage or a light medium coverage, I would mix it in with a little bit of like moisturizer or something like that. Or just apply like a really sheer amount. But I just love it. I think it's gorgeous. I think for events, or, you know, if I want a more fuller coverage foundation for the day, like it lasts all day for like work. I've worn this so often to the office where in the middle of summer, and it's been so hot, and I've been like hot and sweaty from having to walk around and go outside and all that kind of stuff. And it's just, I come back and it's still wearing perfectly. It's amazing. Absolutely gorgeous. For concealer, just like last time where I couldn't decide between the Refi and the Dominique Cosmetics, I have two again that I just want to shout out because I really love using these and I'm constantly going to use them. Chanel Sublimage. I mean, this has become such a holy grail, like an intense holy grail concealer for me. And I love it because so many of you guys actually recommended I try this concealer, and that's the reason why I did. And you were correct. And then so many of you guys have also picked it up since I started using it and said that you absolutely love it too. So that makes me so happy. And also the Fenty Beauty ones. These are really good, these Wear Even concealers. I love them. They are a medium coverage. I'd personally love just a touch more coverage selfishly, but even then they're still so good. So I'm going to mix them together and let's see how they go. If you want to see all of these products, or like these two products used individually, like I've got a heap of videos where I have done that. So I'm just going to spread this out. I'm just going to pop a little bit of this one. So I've got shade 10 in the Chanel and 140N here in the Fenty. Just FYI. This is a BK 109 to blend out my concealer. They actually mixed beautifully together, and that's just one layer and it just has such a beautiful level of coverage, the two of them. I really like them. Both of them are really nice and hydrating and smoothing and thin on the under eyes, and they wear incredibly well. They're beautiful. I know someone's probably going to ask, like, which would you like maybe more? Definitely the Sublimage, I think. Just because I can build the Sublimage up to be like quite full coverage, which is an ideal situation for me, whereas the Fenty's, I never can quite get to that level of coverage I'm looking for. But I mean, either way, you just can't go wrong in my mind. This one, this is for cream contour and bronzer. These have not been getting any conversation from what I have seen. I really haven't seen anyone use them. So this is Fair 100, and this KVD contour bronzer cream duo is flawless. Flawless. It's pretty much the Good Apple Balm foundation mixed into, like, created in these shades. They look a little bit intimidating to begin with, the shades. Like this one looks weird, but when you actually swatch them, they're quite lovely. Let me swatch them as I say that. I do have like a video where I kind of go into this a little bit more. So they're the two shades like swatched individually. I actually really like to just mix them together personally. I think together they work really lovely. So I'm just taking this Ray Morris 24 brush. I'm just going to mix them together. I really like these. I truly don't know why more people aren't talking about them, truly. They're so good. Yeah, that's my story. I just don't know why more people aren't talking about them because they're phenomenal. So I'm just going to kind of like paint it on to begin with, and then I'll blend them out. This is my Ray Morris 23 brush. I'm just going to tap it out and just watch how quick and easy it taps out and blends. And it's just so seamless and flawless on this. Oh, it's just, these are so lovely. I don't know why people aren't like, I don't know why they're not in more Holy Grail videos and why people aren't talking about them. Am I missing something? Because they're so good. I really can't say enough good things about this product. It's so beautiful on the skin. I'll be honest, for under eye powder, my Make powder is my go-to. I'm never, like, that is my holy grail. That's the one that I'm going to choose to go to the most. Even more so now, mixing it with the PML under eye blurring powder. I'm loving that concoction. But I thought for today, I would mix the YSL All Hours powder in shade 1 with, I think it's shade 1, yeah, with the PML and see how this goes. This is just my Rainforest Kabuki because I do actually quite like this YSL powder. Not as an all over powder, it's actually oddly almost too hydrating, but I do like it as an under eye powder as well. So I just thought if I mix these together, maybe these would make a really nice concoction too. If you have dry skin, you probably really quite like this YSL one. I like a powder that has a little bit of a tint to it for my under eyes. It just helps with the extra coverage and offsetting the darkness and stuff. They mix really lovely together. This is not a product that I cannot stop putting down. This is actually a product that I'm testing. But I didn't really have another loose powder that I'm like intensely raving over that's like new to this year really, apart from the Face Atelier one. All the others that I love and rave about, you know, they're not as, I've tried them for last year and stuff like that. But I am currently testing this loose powder from Chanel, so I'm just going to use this today and continue my testing of it. I'm just going to take it with this flat taper brush MY15 from Danessa and Kit. Oh, what a dummy. Just got that everywhere. Anyway, I should have been stamping. I did use this powder yesterday actually, and it was quite lovely, so continue testing it. I don't have any fully formed thoughts yet on it. Those powders all mixed together are all looking really nice in my personal opinion. I'm just going to quickly go off camera and do brows, and then we'll come back, finish eyes and carry on. We have brows. I just used my Sigma brow powder and my Urban Decay like tinted and clear brow gels that I've been raving about for ages. Let's do these eyes. I'm just taking the chiseled pomade with a Sigma E36. I need to clean my brushes so desperately. I hate when I have to clean my brushes. I hate when that time rolls around, you know? First world problems. Just a teeny tiny pencil brush. I'm going to go into a little bit of the Bark pomade and just marry out here a touch. I'm going to use the highlighter that I'm going to use today, but instead of spoiling it, instead of giving you a spoiler alert, I'm just going to use that highlighter and you can see what it is when I get to that step. I did put my Victoria Beckham black eyeliner in my top waterline. You know I'm obsessed with that. And then this is her new Seafoam color, and I'm also obsessed with this color. So I'm going to put that in my lower waterline. Thought the green just might make a nice little subtle difference there, like just something a little bit different. And then I'm obsessed with the Lisa Eldridge mascara. I really am. It is phenomenal. I just saw she's released like glossy, not a lip balm, but I guess like a kind of a lip balmy, glossy, juiced up lip. That's all of the trend really right now today. So I won't pick one up off her website just because I need to spend quite a bit to make minimum shipping. And there's nothing else I need nor want right now from that website. I mean, I want everything, but you know what I mean? So I'll wait till they come to Selfridges and then I'll pick one up and we'll put them to the test. They look right like my vibe. I think those eyes are looking gorgeous. Very glam, and I'm not mad at it. What do you guys think? I love it. I love it. I really do. I love it. For bronzer, this YSL All Hours bronzer, you guys, oh, it's phenomenal. This is also the shade 1, which looks like it's just going to be way too light, but actually is like the perfect kind of bronzer shade because it's just super natural, especially for someone like me who constantly goes overboard with their bronzer. This is a My Kit Curry Cross Danessa MY22, by the way. It's just beautiful. Such a stunning, natural bronzer. It really is. And it's just so smoothing and blurring on the skin. I can't get enough of it. It's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Liquid highlight. I don't really have any new liquid highlights, but I am still obsessed with my Gucci, so let's use that one. But you just can't go wrong with the Gucci. You just can't. You can't. No one ever talks about these highlighters, these powder highlighters. This is the Kevyn Aucoin Opulent finishing powder in Incandescent. It's beautiful, truly. Absolutely stunning, very, very natural on the skin. This is just my Mario F2 brush. I've just got the thinner side. Just like, look. You can build it up, but it's really quite subtle and soft and non-texturizing. Cream blush. I mean, I want to talk about the KVD Good Apple blush balm duos as well. This is Elusive Orchid. Absolutely gorgeous. You've got 2 shades. You can mix them together, create an individual one, like use them individually or mix them together is what I'm trying to spit out there. Absolutely stunning. I just like to use my sponge, and again, I'm just going to mix them together because of the blush shade that I'm going to use. And they're flawless. They're so thin and seamless on the skin. You can build them up to be quite pigmented. You can make them really soft and subtle. I don't know why more people are not talking about these. Why? What am I missing in the equation of this that people aren't talking about them? Look at that. They are so good, they make me angry. And then this one I know is a limited edition blush. It's the Chanel Healthy Glow Le Beige's Winter Blush. You can still get these in Australia, so I'm gonna shout it out. I don't know if you can, I'll have a look and see if they're still available anywhere else, like around the world as well. It's my Smashbox brush, but it's a good blush. I want more shades in this formula as well because it's just so soft and ethereal, and it's that perfect winter pink kind of cheek, and I just love it. Like, look, isn't that stunning? Those two together as well, they are a concoction. I do not have a new setting spray, so I'm just gonna use my Benefit. These new Laser Aldridge Lip Sculpt lip pencils are so good. This is the shade 1N. It's such a great shade range of lip pencils too, but it's flawless, like easy glide on, but does not budge. I keep saying that people are sleeping on Rabanne as a makeup brand especially. These new glassy lips from them especially are, oh, they're so good. This is the shade Hang Up 117. Look. You just need to stop it. It's amazing. It's one of those kind of lip products. It's juiced up so you can see glassy. You don't need a gloss or anything with it if you like that kind of a look. It's hydrating. It doesn't dry the lips out at all. It's not overly long wearing. You need to continuously apply it throughout the day, but it is one of those formulas that you could apply without looking in the mirror because it's so kind of foolproof in that sense, like a lip balm. It's amazing. Amazing. I absolutely love these. They are so good. I'd even love to see this shade range expanded into like a whole different range of like brownie colors because that's my vibe. Okay, let me put some jewelry on and all that jazz, and we will zoom out and wrap this up. Alrighty friends, finished look. What do we think? I personally love it. I really like it. I think it all came out very well. I'm happy, but let me know what you guys think down below. What do you think of any of these products? Are any of these some of your current faves? And yeah, I hope you just enjoyed it and had a nice fun time with me, hopefully. If you made it this far, you know you're an absolute legend. Thank you so much. And an extra special shout out to my Lily absolute legends. Thank you for supporting my channel as well as all of my other members here. And I hope you have the most amazing day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you next time. Bye.